Every 2 years, Idaho Power creates a plan for how we intend to provide power to customers for the next 20 years. It's called our Integrated Resource Plan, or IRP, and it's how we make sure we can provide reliable, responsible, fair-priced energy for years to come. The 2017 IRP looks ahead to the year 2036. To create this plan, Idaho Power first examined the resources we have now to provide power, whether we'll need more resources in the future, and what are the best resources to serve that need. Today, we provide electricity to more than 535,000 customers across over 4,800 miles of transmission lines in Idaho and Eastern Oregon. Where does our energy come from? We use two types of resources to make sure customers have the energy they need. Supply-side resources, which consist of energy we create using hydropower, natural gas, coal, power we buy, and other sources. Some of the power we buy comes from large private wind and solar farms. Because Idaho Power does not own the renewable attributes of this energy, we do not say electricity produced by these plants is being delivered to our retail customers. However, we do have to plan for the impact they have on our system when the wind stops blowing or the sun isn't shining. Other sources of electricity must be on hand to pick up the slack. The second type of resources we use are demand-side resources, which are ways customers can use less energy or use it more efficiently. The highest amount of energy customers use at one time, or what we call peak demand, occurs on hot summer afternoons when air conditioners and irrigation pumps combine to use a lot of electricity. Looking ahead, which is step 2 of the planning process, whether we'll need more resources in the future. Idaho Power projects customers will use 28% more energy during these peak times in 2036 than they do today. That means we will need more energy in the future to make sure customers have what they need, and we'll need more resources to supply that energy. We call this balancing our resources with the energy demand from customers. To decide which resources will best serve those future energy needs, or step 3 of creating the IRP, Idaho Power gathered an advisory council. The council is made up of experts representing different public interests, such as agriculture and industrial customers, environmental groups, and regulators. They held monthly meetings to understand our electrical system and discuss options. These meetings were also open to the public. Idaho Power worked with the Advisory Council for several months, then put together 12 different ways to meet future energy needs. Each portfolio was examined in detail to identify costs, risks, and benefits. One of the key factors is the natural gas price forecast, because the price of natural gas has a big impact on the cost of other resources. For the 2017 IRP, Idaho Power chose the portfolio that will best serve customers by ensuring reliable service while balancing costs, risks, and benefits. Resources in the chosen portfolio include the Boardman to Hemingway transmission line, reciprocating engines, a natural gas power plant after 2030, and additional energy efficiency measures. The 500 kilovolt Boardman to Hemingway transmission line will connect Idaho Power's system to the key energy hub in the Pacific Northwest. This will relieve congestion on current transmission lines and allow for the transfer of energy between the two regions from existing energy sources. 2 types of gas-fired power plants will provide energy when it's most needed at times of peak demand. Reciprocating engines are relatively small units that create power and can be installed quickly. New units can be added as required to meet energy needs. A new natural gas-fired power plant would be a combined cycle combustion turbine. This kind of plant uses natural gas to operate a large turbine to make electricity. Then it captures the heat from that process to make steam, which spins a second turbine to generate more electricity. The additional energy efficiency measures will delay the need to build new generation resources. In addition, the plan calls for the early closure of some coal resources that are no longer the lowest cost option or that will require expensive upgrades to continue operating. With the help of the public and the Advisory Council, as well as a detailed look at how we can best provide power to meet growing needs, Idaho Power has finished its 2017 IRP. In June, we submitted it to the Public Utilities Commissions in Idaho and Oregon for review. For more information, check out our website at idahopower.com/IRP.